So what is it like being low-key rich at a young age? I started making like $20,000, $30,000 profit a month whenever I was 20 years old. I'm now 23 years old and I've made averaged over 5 figures every single month profit for almost 3 years. And I've stayed pretty consistent at it. Obviously I've had crazy high months. My biggest month profit ever was $70,000 in profit in 1 month. And obviously I've had months lower than 10K since in the past 3 years, but the average has stayed probably around $20,000-ish in profit per month for 3 years. And out of that, I've done about $6 million in sales. That being said, I have not worked a job in almost 3 years. I quit my 9-to-5. I was working construction. And what is it? I'm just pretty much going to tell you guys what it's felt like to, I guess, have that change in lifestyle. Because that's what I always dreamed of growing up. I was like, what is it gonna feel like? I mean, am I ever gonna do it? Am I actually gonna be able to do it? I always was worried I wasn't gonna be able to figure it out. But eventually I figured it out. I made it happen. So step one, you first have your first big hit, all right? So my first day, I started with TikTok Shop Affiliate. My first day ever doing TikTok Shop, I ended up making like $30. $30. I was like, oh shit, like this I could live off this if I start making $100 a day. Second day, I ended up making $1,500 in my second day. That was profit. That is the most money that I'd ever made in a day, like ever. Before that, I had never had more than $2,000 at one time. Think about that. I was 20 years old. I had never had more than $2,000 saved up. Maybe I had around that saved up, but I normally had around $1,500 to $1,000 in my name at a time, max. Because I just moved out, I had rent, so I was pretty much just getting wiped out every month. I would pay rent, wiped out, pay rent, wiped out. So my rent was $700 a month. I wasn't making much money with construction. So $1,500 a day was insane. The next day I made $700. And by the end of the week, I'd made $10,000 in 1 week. And mind you, I had never had more than $2,000 at a time. So I was flipping my shit. I was freaking the fuck out. I was just like, holy shit, I made it. This is fucking awesome. And yeah, ended up later that next week, I kept making money. Ended up making a couple more $1,000 that next week because I was going up and down. By the end of week 2, I'd made $15,000 and I was just like, holy shit, I can pay my car off because I had a car loan for like $5,000 or $6,000. I was like, I can afford rent now, and ended up getting my account banned, which had all my money in it. So all that money was locked up and I was not able to access it, and they were telling me I was never going to be able to access it ever. Super depressed for about a month. Deep depression. I just kept working my job. I was super upset with life and I was just like, dude, this shit fucking sucks. Ended up reaching out to a brand. Shout out to My Smile. They started my career. They texted me one day like, hey, we see your account's banned. What happened? I was like, yeah, that was the company I was promoting. They were like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I don't know. They banned me for no reason. They text me 1 week later. They said, check your account. I logged in, I was unbanned, and I had $15,000 pending. I clicked withdraw, and it instantly went into my bank account, and I was like, holy shit. And that was the first time I'd ever had any sort of money. $15,000 in my bank account. So I was just like in shock, and I fully locked in from that moment on. I made 10 ads every single day for 3 years. For the past 3 years, I averaged over 10 posts a day. And yeah, that was just the start of it. And I just kept getting bigger and bigger. And that first year, I ended up profiting over $300,000 in like 11 months. And I just stayed consistent with it. And averaged $1,000 profit a day for my first year of doing UGC. 2025, a little bit less. I made a couple $100,000. And then this is 2026, probably gonna make, I don't even know yet, we'll have to see, the end of the year is not up. But this year, definitely slower because I quit doing UGC the beginning of 2026. So I've been literally quit my main source of income and I've fully locked in, I'm building software now. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not really making shit right now because we're in the building phase, but I took that risk and I've made enough money where I can just live off of it like for years. So I don't have to have a job or worry about working or anything like that. And I'm able to afford my $5,000 a month apartment in Miami. I drive a McLaren. And yeah, that's pretty much the story of what happened for me. I just stayed super consistent, made tons of ads. And today I actually made $4,500. I just closed a retainer for 50 videos. So getting paid almost $100 a video, and I can knock that retainer out in one day. So I'm about to go film in my Brickell and knock that retainer out. And it's just stuff like that. Money now just comes to me. I'll just like randomly have like retainers or just random videos start popping off, and I don't even focus on it anymore. It's all the side. If I would be fully locked into UGC, I think I would probably be at consistent $50,000 to $100,000 months. But I just haven't really been locked in. Realistically, for the past year, I've not really been locked into TikTok Shop. It's been on and off because I've been knowing that I want to start my own business and build my own shit. So that's the number one thing that I've noticed with making all this money and having freedom is just wanting to, you always want to do more, always want to do better. So that's why I left my UGC stuff and I'm really focused mainly on creating a real business that I can sell and scale and have recurring revenue, because that's the goal, right? Is ultimate freedom. And if you can build a software that just continues paying you with monthly subscribers, every single month I have a guaranteed paycheck coming in every single month. And if you just keep signing up more and more people, eventually you could have hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month just hitting your bank account. And you just reinvest that back into advertising and then reinvest and then reinvest. And that's the secret. Like literally, that is the secret. So yeah, how does it feel? It feels pretty fucking good. It's just like in the beginning, it was a stress reliever, but nowadays I feel like it's more stress because I feel like I need to make more money and I feel like I need to keep living up to that expectation because, I want to make 100K a month. You want to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But with business, it's like you'll have highs and lows, and it kind of like you'll have good months and bad months, and you're not going to be on a constant high of every single month is better than ever. And maybe you are. Maybe some people are just lucky like that, or have that drive or whatever. But for me, I've had crazy months and then lower months, and it kind of bounces around. So nowadays it's just more stress. I feel like I'm gonna be stressed until I'm like fully retired. So I need to make realistically 2 or 3 million liquid. I'm gonna reinvest that all into properties and then just have people rent them out. So then I just guarantee have enough money that I can live comfortably and drive supercars and travel all the time forever. That's kind of the goal. Have $2 or $3 million in real estate. Should be able to make 30K a month off that in rental. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just trying to get where I can have that liquid cash to invest into properties. Right now, all the money that I have, I'm using that as just money to live off of, because investing it is not gonna really do shit for me. A couple $100,000 liquid I have invested is not going to really do shit for me. You know what I mean? Like far in the future, I need to be making a couple $100,000 a month. So that's where my goal is right now. That's my focus, is building a business, building a software, getting subscribers to it so I can actually have this revenue coming in where I can build this dream life that I want. So all that being said, right now I have freedom. I can travel if I want to, but I'm mainly stressed out. I mainly feel the discomfort of not being retired and not, having that figured out. So yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I feel like if you work a 9 to 5, you kind of, when you come home from work, you're just kind of like, I guess like a sense of relief. At least whenever I used to work a 9 to 5, I would get off work and I would feel like relief. I would feel like the day's over, like I did it. With entrepreneurship, that like never really comes. I mean, at least a little bit. So what I've done to kind of combat that is I'll make a work schedule. So yesterday I gave myself tons of tasks that I needed to complete. So I got done with these about 8:30 at night and I worked on them all day. I had a bunch of shit I needed to do. I did like 30 or 40 videos yesterday for my software and other stuff. And yeah, it's just, I feel like building a work schedule for yourself is what gives you that relief at the end of the day. Because before, like even still, like when I get done with work, like working what I should be, There's always something more that I could be doing because I work for myself. So there's unlimited things for me to do, unlimited videos for me to post, unlimited people I should be messaging. I could, it never stops. My brain never stops working. So it's like a constant stress in my life 24/7 that never leaves my brain at any point in the day. When I wake up, the first thing I'm thinking about is, how do I make this money? How do I get here? How do I do this? What I need to do this? I need to do this. That's literally my brain 24/7. So that's the reality. That's my story. That's what it's like. It's awesome and it fucking sucks at the same time, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm living my life exactly how I'd want to. And I'm just trying to get financially free so I can fully break free from all this and I can travel and I can have houses and properties and cars and everything that I always wanted. And I'm just on that journey still, and I'm documenting it on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I feel like I yapped a lot in this video. Maybe I got off topic a couple times, but that's just kind of way the video went. Fuck it. Catch you guys tomorrow.